We developed our new advanced C&D processing system. The material first starts off with an excavator to feed the KOMPTECH TERMINATOR 5000. The material is processed at a rate of 40 tons per hour. It's shredded and then dropped on a conveyor belt, and that's going to feed the KOMPTECH ballistic separator. Here the material is separated into 3 different sizes. The fines, which are 5" minus, travel underneath a magnet, removing ferrous metals. The material will then travel into a disc screen. The disc screen will then separate out the 1" minus materials. That 1" minus materials will then travel to a TROMMEL screen. That TROMMEL screen removes the 1/4" minus materials, which is used in our agricultural products. From the TROMMEL screen, the 1" minus materials will travel through an air drum separator, removing the heavy products from the light products. The heavy products go off into our concrete recycling operation. The light products is used for alternative daily cover. The 2-dimensional items, the film plastics, the cardboard, the plywood, that material goes off to a 2-dimensional sorting operation. And then the 3-dimensional materials, which are larger pieces, plastic buckets, big pieces of metal, and a lot of larger lumber, that material is then dropped on a conveyor. That conveyor is going to run past a magnet where it's pulling off ferrous, and it drops it into 2 dosing bunkers. These dosing bunkers are what feeds the robotic line. Each one has a capacity of 150 cubic yards. Material that goes into the dosing bunkers independently feed the conveyor system that feed the robots. So the robots basically tell the dosing bunkers how much material to feed them. Our goal here is, at the end of the day, when everybody's gone home from processing the materials, that those dosing bunkers will be filled and will be still feeding those robots. The materials will travel into the bot house, past a small screen that's going to fluidize the material even more, into where the sensors are for the robots. So the material travels on the conveyor belt and it passes underneath the first robot. Each robot has 2 arms, and we have 2 robots. So we actually have 4 arms altogether. Each arm has a capacity of sorting around 4 different products altogether. The sensor reads for 5 different variables and tells the robots what shape of material is, the type of material it is, and its position. So as it's traveling underneath the robotic arm, the arm will then be able to go and say, wow, that's something I want or something I don't want. So if materials will pass underneath the conveyor belt, go off a waterfall, and then into another robot for sorting. Our process, we're going to deal with 155,000 tons per year, and hitting our diversion rates was extremely important to us. We need our diversion rates because that's what drives our business. If we had a low diversion rate, people do not want to use us. That was our goal, 85% diversion. It was 84.95%, so it was close. And I know we're going to end up hitting that goal. We're just going to get better and better at what we do.